Hello everyone, I'm NITA ESRYANA BINTI RAJIM from Group 4. For the book review project, our group chose the novel Around the World in 80 Days. Around the World in 80 Days was written by Jules Verne, containing 37 chapters, 279 pages, and was published in 1873. This novel is about Phileas Fogg, who was persuaded by the news to it that he could travel around the world in just 80 days. Even though he had never traveled outside the United States, Jean accompanied him on his way to document it. The story in this book attracted our group's interest, so we chose it for our digital book review. All of the main and supporting characters had excellent characteristics. For example, Phileas Fogg overcomes difficult obstacles. Although the novel is fiction, it's giving us moral value about human life and achievement.
Hi everyone, I am NICOLE. Now I will continue presenting the summary of this novel. This is a story about a man named Phileas Fogg, a rich man in London who is quiet and studious, for purpose that he could travel around the world in 80 days, upon which several colleges take him up on a wager of £20,000. Fogg leaves at once, taking his assistant Passepartout with him. As the two of them head east, they are knowingly followed by detectives of Scotland Yard, who suspect that Fogg stole a large sum of money from a British bank. As they are traveling, they rescue an Indian woman Auda from being sacrificed, and she joins them. In the Midwest, their train is attacked by Native Americans, and Passepartout is taken. Fogg goes after him even if it means losing the wager. Because of the delays, Fogg misses his boat to Liverpool but takes control of a smaller vessel to make the trip. They arrive in Ireland and Fix surprisingly still arrest Fogg. Things look bad as Fogg is so close to making it back in time. However, Fogg is realized as they arrest the real robber in London. Fogg gets to London, marries Auda, but discovers that they arrived one day early. In the end, Fogg enters the Reform Corps on time and wins the wager.
Hi, my name is NURFAZILA binti ASRI. I will continue with the main and side character for this novel Around the World in 80 Days. There are two main characters and one side character that I will highlight in this novel. The first main character is Phileas Fogg, who is the primary protagonist in this novel. He is a mysteriously wealthy Englishman with a knack for gambling and is generally seen as a confident, inspiring sort of man. His willingness to attempt the feat of going around the world in 80 days shows that he is a risk-taking sort of man with boundless confidence. The second main character is Passepartout, who is the honest and ever-comical French valet of Mr. Fogg. He is a loyal yet inadvertently burdensome traveling companion. He is also a brave and warm person, yet seems to often throw a wrench in Fogg's attempt to travel around the world in 80 days. Next, the side character is Auda, an orphan Indian princess who has been forced to marry a Raja at a young age. The eccentric Indus attempt to bully her into sacrificing her life when the Raja dies. However, Fogg and his crew rescue her before they make her go through with it.
Hi everyone, I am JINAH. The lesson we have learned from this novel is determination. For example, Phileas Fogg was a man who bravely accepted the challenge to travel around the world in 80 days, and he managed to finish his adventure despite the various obstacles he faced. In addition, we also have to be brave in our life. For example, Phileas Fogg is a brave person when he decides to save Auda. He has to risk his life and freedom to rescue Auda. But Phileas Fogg is willing to do whatever is within his reach to free her from her kidnappers.
Hi, my name is Florentina Faustinus. I will continue with the recommendations and conclusion for this novel. We highly recommend the novel Around the World in 80 Days because the storyline of this novel is very interesting. For example, the main character is able to face all the obstacles during the 80 days journey. Thus, we recommend this novel for all ages, especially teenagers. This is because the storyline can have a big impact and provide the teenagers with the spirit to try something new in their lives. In conclusion, through the character in this novel, it has given us encouragement as students to always strive and persevere in achieving something we want, despite the various obstacles that come. That's all from us. Thank you and stay safe everyone.